So what movie is this from? Oh, look at me. I'm all dead. I'm a gross, scary, severed head. Come on, please. Do you know who I am? I'm Miss Teen. Ah!
This all might be for naught. The memory card's acting goofy, but so am I. What are we looking at? Well, this is what happens when I let having friends influence my decision. I dedicate this to Pre-Dawn Death and Jeremy Dead Winter, and I don't have a clue what this beer is. I have had something from Oliphant before. Can't remember if I liked it or not. So, here we go. I blame the Jeremys if this sucks. Well, right off the bat, it's dark. It's got that going for it. It's in a big can, so you know my thoughts on big cans. Okay, we'll start off with gym mode, Firefly. Low, right there. There's a fail on low, medium, high, and turbo. Okay, so what the hell is it? It really doesn't smell all that good, but then again, neither do the Jeremys. Cheers, guys. It's got kind of a weird sweetness to it. I'm getting a really heavy chocolate, almost like candy bar chocolate, not like baker's chocolate or something like that. Okay, there's got to be some... or not. Oh, my bad. See, that's what happens when you just do it. I did one of these and couldn't find anything, but there it is, Captain Obvious. It is a Imperial Stout brewed with bananas and vanilla wafers. Weighing in at 10%. Hey, not bad. Jeremy's, good job. Christine picked this up for me, and we're going to look at it because I felt that it didn't deserve an entire review because it's water. But she's like, "Here." I go, "What are you trying to say?" So I'm gonna let this stay in the chiller for a little bit. These wow, the beer fridge is here, I'll just get to that. The beer fridge is getting full, and it's all of the other half of the stuff that I've either already reviewed, or there is those ones in there that Matt bought that we still have to do together. I think he took one and drank one, so I don't know. It was a beer that Ed had given me that I thought sucked, and it's been sitting all of this time. I don't remember if I put a date on this or not. I think it might have been stamped on here somewhere, but yeah, Ed, 2016. I have been sitting on this since 2016, hoping that it would get good. And it's a cherry stout, and it was terrible. Well, I don't know if terrible's the word. When you think cherry stout, and then it's, yeah, it wasn't, Okay, so that's getting up to room temperature. Missing out on the last time around, we got J-Dog saying show prep and I can say we'll upload soon. Well, yeah, or coming, or something else, and I'm going with coming for multiple reasons. Then J-Dog says Heart Club Mr. Holster, and then Cobra says SH, and now on to Ben and Bean First. And Harmarsh says beat me by 1 second. Congratulations, Ben. Harmarsh is always just a true trooper, unless it's Matt, then all bets are off. Bananas and wafer. Harmarsh, second. Shark, well, actually it'd be JP reporting in for the Shark. J. And hey, I sent you an email, which was like double notification that I was here, and I still got no smart ass text or anything. Okay, so he's reporting in for the ZF6 channel, and he says third. Plus, he put up a video yesterday of the sounds of his motorcycles. I personally thought we should have had some one-on-one time with them. I do have to admit, as you know, not being a gigantic Harley-Davidson fan, but right now would take anything over nothing, and there is quite an array of things that Harley makes that you would probably be surprised that I actually would love to have, and they are not necessarily all things like the V-Rod, which is more like something else than it is a Harley Davidson. But the Willie G model was always awesome. I thought that the Night Train series, and of course they did have one of the V-Rod, were always kind of cool. But yeah, I think not to sound mean towards Harley Davidson, but my commitment to not liking them is diminishing with every summer that rolls by that I don't get to ride a motorcycle. And this year, the only trip that I took on a motorcycle was Matt's, and I was going to go around the block, and then that ended up being going 2 blocks that way, and then 7-8 blocks that way, and yeah. Again, it's not my cup of tea, but if somebody came to me and said, you know what, I just have too many motorcycles and I want you to have this, I would not have a problem even with a 888 Sportster, because it's 1,000% better than nothing. Oh, excuse me, Harmarsh, Miss Bomey, very nice knife. Everyone needs a friend like Zeus. Zeus, one crazy motherfucker, and they informed me that my content was unsuitable for the YouTube community, and the picture that they chose was Christine showing the knife, so I went with it instead of changing it to my usual "go fuck yourself." YouTube, you commie socialistic bastards. Poco Loco, fourth, maybe, laugh out loud. Poco Loco, I don't trust anyone who doesn't pie cut their pizza pie. You probably shouldn't. Shark again, who got the blade for her? Zeus? And that would be a yes, and Zeus actually said, yes, sir. Cobra, winter is coming. Actually, it's kind of here. Gunwild, top 10 bitches. Rich Huff, cheers all. Tonight's brew is one of my favorite desert beers. Dessert beers. And what would that be? I can answer. So good. Mine too. Same here. Well, I don't know exactly what it is that he's drinking, so none of these really work, so I'm just going to go with so good, Rich. Just so good. Jorn, you don't piss me off. Laugh out loud. Well, that's good, Jorn. No, Jordan, surprisingly, no matter what the other guys can get exercised about, you don't piss me off either. I just think that if, Jordan, you were to come and hang out here and and see and experience the freedoms that are known as a real American, and then look at exactly what people like Joe Biden and the Democratic Party represent, and want to take that stuff away. I don't understand why anybody would agree with socialism, communism, the Democratic Party, because that's the direction that they seem to want to go. And yet the uneducated millennials of America are putting forth this notion that, oh, it'd be such a good thing. Yet everybody that I know that has had to experience something like that, I wish they could all spend a weekend talking with Mario Mosen. And Mario can explain to you exactly why the worst thing you could ever wish for is socialism, which leads to communism, which will lead to when the government decides that they don't want to deal with you anymore, then they can just get rid of you. At this very moment in time, and as long as I have a heartbeat, if the government wants to start getting rid of us, we shoot you. Just as our founding fathers planned it. Why? Because they had just gone through it. And they tried everything that they could. The only way that the Democratic Party can change things is to, amending it. And how that happens sometimes I have absolutely no idea. But, when you get comments, when people like, which I also think may have been one of the biggest jokes played on the American electorate, and that would be Barack Obama and his boy toy, Michael, is to stand there and try to convince people. See, this is the magic, especially of the Obama administration. Just tell a lie enough, and then get your pawns in the media and the low information thinkers and voters to go along with you. Just tell a lie long enough that it becomes the truth. And that now is operandus normal for the Democratic Party. You don't have to, never let anything like facts get in the way of your fraud. So, Keyport has had a whole line of beers from a brewery called, and I don't know anything about them. They're called Flipping Animals. Flipping Animals Brewery, I think. Flipping Animals would be the prominent thing because every can said that on it. And I really want to experiment with them, but I don't. The cheapest 4-pack was $22.99, and most of them were $25.99 for 4. A 4-pack, just like you see of this, so it's at least a big can, because I love big cans. So, but I just can't seem to get over that $23 to $26 for a 4-pack thing. And it seemed like a lot of the stuff that they had were sours or tarts. They did have 2 different IPAs, and I couldn't tell if they had anything in the stout category or not. I think if I were actually to make a go at something like that, I would probably want to go with the 2 things that I would enjoy the most, and that would be an IPA and a stout. Boca Loco. Signal is texting app with end-to-end encryption, and there's already a snowflake melter group. Really? Huh. Okay, I'll need to look into that more. Island Gal Jules just puts up a big old heart. Thank you. Love you, Jules. Sorry, she's already called today. Shark. No pride, and definitely no honor. Clyde, 10th Revolution Whiskey. here's this strange thing, and I know the kind of weirdness that I'm getting at the beginning is the banana. They put a banana in my tailpipe. The banana part. But knowing now that it's banana, it makes a little bit more sense. So it's kind of like those wafers that you'd get in like a milkshake or a malt. It's a little bit like that. That definitely is getting more of the chocolate and the banana than it is just the vanilla cracker like goodness to it. And I like those. I haven't had those in years. Used to be a place we used to stop all the time and have a handmade malt, and you have to go malt. I mean, the other shit is just mixed ice cream and a little bit of milk mixed up. But to actually, especially go to Bridgman's and get a full-on malt, it always comes with those vanilla crackers. A little bit of that going on. Clyde, I don't know why, but every single time I go in the direction of this. So I have a serious question for you, Clyde. And of course, you have ways of getting a hold of me other than just leaving a comment in the brew review. But you've made comments about you're on your own behalf, basically doing the homeless thing, but yet every single time someone has a conversation about something, you either A, have it, or B, have something 100 times better than it. So, where is all this shit, Clyde? You have it all in an underground bunker? I think you made a comment about a container or a shipping container or something like that once, but that almost seems like that'd be like the ultimate episode of Pickers, is to see Clyde's personal collection of goodies. Because it sounds like a frickin' time capsule in the making, with a lot of things specifically designed to hurt people that deserve to be hurt. Clyde, task, strength. Oh, before I forget, and anybody that may actually give a shit leaves, I received a couple goodies today as part of full disclosure. I had companies contact me. I believe one of them was via Gunwild, and that was now I'm not being a jerk. I'm just I am always 10,000% honest, regardless of where I am. They wanted to send me a flashlight, and it was the typical you go buy it on Amazon. That way they get a sale. Then it also leads it so that I can leave a review on it. And then they dump money into your PayPal. And since how PayPal consists of a bunch of fucking pieces of shit, I've had to go other options, which I don't have a PayPal, but they send it to a PayPal so that I can get reimbursed. And I guess it gets to the point where it's something else that I can review. It's something else that, like in the case of this, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do the review and I'm going to immediately turn around and have it be a giveaway. And I might actually have it be a giveaway on something else new that I started today, because I've now had, and you can say what you want, you can think what you want, you can participate or you don't have to. I don't care. But I have now been asked by at least 4 or 5 of you why I haven't started a Patreon account for the Brew channel. So if somebody wanted to contribute towards me going out and buying beers, and what the hell, if somebody put money into the account, I would go buy something in your honor, and I would be drinking it in your honor. It's kind of like almost like the Whiskey Tribe boys. When somebody donates a bottle of whiskey, they pretty much get a shout out. Well, so I'm probably gonna do something where a bunch of the stuff that I get or things that I pick, I'll probably just do little giveaways that will be exclusive to the patron guys. Maybe not always, but this was one of those deals where I can honestly say I was given a link. I clicked it, hit the buy it now button, and never even looked at it. Because it was like $23 or $26. And when I opened the box, I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize that this was all coming with it. It's a flashlight. It's a flashlight, and it's the most basic and least expensive flashlight that I have ever reviewed. Again, for 20 so prepared. For $28.99. Okay, where'd you guys just go? Okay, back to you guys. For $28.99, you get. Oh, I took the battery out of it. You get the flashlight, which for you people that just want a flashlight that turns on and off, that's all that this does. It doesn't have any high, low, blah, blah, blah features, and it's zoomable. And it's just a matter of pushing and pulling the bezel out, and you can see that's causing the effect of the zooming. So I got the flashlight, a remote pressure switch, a battery, 18650, the single battery charger, plug-in wall charger. Yep, plug-in wall charger, and a stereotypical. Actually, it feels heavier than the other one that I have. A weapons mount for under $30. I did have a battery in it. This one is the one that came with it, and it's still sealed. The only thing that I can call bullshit to, I feel immediately, is it says that it is a 1200 lumen light, and I think flashlight manufacturers are a lot like politicians when they discuss the lumen count, because this is 1200. Oh yeah. It's like, oh, it's like when an angel appears on her nipple. 1200 lumens. My Brightnight is what, 1000 or 1200 lumens also, and when I do this, my hand starts to immediately get warm. I guess I should zoom it in so that if I was actually acting like I was trying to start my palm on fire. Yeah, there's absolutely, I can look at it. There's absolute, guys, there's absolutely no way that this is 1200 lumens. But if you're just looking for, if you're going to be doing a basic weapons build, you know, boom, man, or bang, not the other thing, Cobra. You got the mount, you got the battery, you got the pressure switch, you got a way of charging it. $30. I'd have to say for a budget light, that is not bad money. I do not know if the same company, because I haven't gone and looked, has like maybe you can just get just the flashlight by itself, or the flashlight and a battery, and skip all the rest of that and see how cheap it could go. I don't know the answer to that. That is simply what I would say a budget weapon light build set. So if you want to add a flashlight to your, maybe you're going to build one that's soon to be put in a sealed bag and buried someplace, so that you don't have to worry about the tyrannical government trying to come and confiscate your firearm. And again, we did have this conversation last night on Locked and Loaded, and it was a good time. I appreciate everyone that's always there. The one thing you got to keep in mind is, I personally think the day of going door to door to try to get people's weapons will probably not happen, because you have to remember who's going to come for those weapons. You know, your local sheriff? How's your local sheriff going to feel about going to his best friend's house, or his brother's house, or his brother-in-law's house? I mean, these people are not going to want to have to deal with all that. And I can guarantee you, there's enough of us out there that have... You guys know me. If you came to me and said, no matter what, you can't have alcohol anymore, okay. I don't know what I'm going to do to hang out with my buddies on YouTube, but it's not. I enjoy some good beers, but lately, as part of full disclosure, last night I finished the beer that I had poured when we left each other, and I finished that with dinner, and then for Locked and Loaded, I drank ice water. I just lately, almost the only thing that I have been drinking at all is what you see me drink here. Choose to believe it or not, I really don't give a shit. And it just hasn't been, you know, on a hot summer night, mowing the lawn and whatever. Yeah, it's nice to have a few, but it just hasn't been as enjoyable. I mean, every now and then maybe I'll be in a good mood because it looks like Trump's about to pull it off, and then it turns out not to be true. But unlike that one joker, and again, the comment evidently disappeared. Either he pulled it. I hope he got my response, but I cannot find any evidence of what he had left, making the comment that this is nothing more than a Trump drinking channel, and of course we have to drink because we lost. No. I can't say that I've ever come down here and poured myself a glass of scotch or a glass of anything because I was in a bad mood. I would come downstairs and pour myself a glass of something good because I'm celebrating something. See, that's the difference, how a real American versus a libtard is. The libtard, they just seem to live just for the bad stuff. You know, hey, I'm having a bad day. Let's burn down a Target store or in a major city because we have no pride in us or our surroundings. Oh, sorry, I digress. So, for under $30, hell, yeah, it's again, the fit and finish isn't anything like the quality of the Brynite. You know, it just looks like that thing that your grandmother would give you as a stocking stuffer. Yeah, immediately. You know, this is, I don't even remember off the top of my head. This was maybe 1200 lumens versus this is 1200 lumens. This is 1200 lumens. This is 1200. This is 1200. That's 1200 and that's 1200. But this just, it just has such a nice... Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Bush. Let's use one light to show off the other. You were asking me about this, and yes, I guess it does. Oh, it's not going to focus. Fuck you, camera. It actually says sample not for sale. I don't know how they come to the conclusion on that. I have seen scenarios like I personally believe the Alto, the wooden grips that they sent me for the 629 Deluxe. I believe that they sent me those because they probably didn't meet some kind of a final test. If you really look at it closely in the right lighting, there's one spot where it almost looks like if you imagine you have something coated in a glossy finish, and then you just like, oh, is that still tacky? Oh shit, looks like I left like maybe a little bit of a fingerprint. There is one spot on those grips that right out of the package had that look. And maybe, I'm sure companies, do that thing when, well, see, these lights were sent versus this was purchased off of Amazon, so nowhere on here does it say, but you can just, this is just that. And the other thing, which I don't know, it seems like all of us could use it, and right now I'm trying to plug as many things into it to see if I can kill it, is another company asked me to review the this desktop charger. So it has 2 USB outs and 2 C port outs on it, and it has a 1,000 watt dual USB charger. And I've got a few things that, if you don't use the right kind of wall charger, like say the Samsung rapid chargers, it doesn't function properly. And I'm plugging, like this guy, this does not work on a typical wall charger. It has to have a high output one. So I've been plugging as many things into it today to see if I get to a point where it shows any sign of giving up, and it hasn't. That one was a little bit more pricey though. That was $99 off of Amazon for that. But if you're looking for something just to use for charging multiple things, like Chris's side of the couch and my side of the couch has gotten to the point where it looks ridiculous. I have that sanitizer that opens up and the top works as a charger. That requires a fairly aggressive power source, or it does not work right. That is just a contact charger, the wireless, and it doesn't charge. If your phone is down to 25% and you left it on there for an hour, it might be up to 35%. Where I plugged, actually I can see, I plugged my phone into this just before I started the camera, and I was at 55%, and right now it's at 80%, and it says that it has less than 50 minutes to be fully charged. So if you're looking for a high-end charging port, do like I have been doing today. And I don't have I don't know how these things with the C work. Maybe you can go buy a cord that has the C on both ends, because everything that I have is got the C port on one end and the USB port on the other end. So utilizing those C port outs, I'm not exactly sure how I can do that. But if you want to get more than like right now, I can plug 2 of these multi-strips into it and get eight things coming out of this. Actually, you could even go beyond that. You could plug one of these into a strip like this, and just, again, I was just seeing if I could overtax it and have it not work right, but it's pretty industrial. So there you go. There's your infomercial. Oh, and again, starting with yesterday's video, I put the link to the Patreon in there. Again, I have been asked to do it. If it's something that you feel that you want to do, that is completely up to you. I was probably Zeus, because Zeus was the person that said, "Hey, I've got a great idea, Eric. You should start a Patreon account and offset your expenditures on beers, because instead of not doing reviews because you have nothing to review because you can't afford it, let us have the opportunity to help." And if you get to the point where you feel that so much money is going in there, you can use that to buy parts for Justin's final mission builds or add-ons, or instead of asking a bunch of you to get together for this red dot, hey, I got it. My Brew Channel Patreon members purchased this. Right now, like I said, I don't know what. I don't think at this point in time I might just put some stuff up there. Maybe I can do exactly what Scott, Mr. Holster, did. And for the people that are on the Patreon side, I could maybe just put up a video. We could talk about some more personal stuff, like as though I don't already do that. I didn't really think about having any. I don't even know. I don't know anything about the Patreon. All I know is a couple of you came to me over a year ago and suggested it, and evidently I listened to you a year ago, because when I plugged in B&E Brew Reviews at Gmail and to create a new account, it said this account already exists. So I had to I forgot my password and change my password to something new, and then write this shit down this time, because evidently a long time ago I had created it, put everything together all the way up until today. Basically all I did is went, why don't we finalize this, and then it said we have to approve you, but we're working as fast as we can. Ran my errands and came home, and there was an email saying that your account has been finalized, and you can click this link to activate it or launch it. So again, zero pressure. I right now I've been financially struggling, because it's getting to the point where you go over to Keyport, and there's plenty of things that I don't think I've reviewed, and I've already done this. Oh yeah, that sounds good. I do a search on the channel after I've purchased the expensive beer and went, oh, I reviewed that like 2 years ago. Whoops. God, I hope I gave it a good score, because now I have it again. To help offset with being able to just keep putting up videos, I try my best to do one at least every other day. If it wasn't for pissing Christine off, I'd probably do one every single day. Jules again? Christine, very nice. Yeah, that thing was badass. Thanks, Zeus. I was like, oh my man, I don't want to get one that's Tiffany blue, but oh no, you don't. But I had, after looking at the quality of that knife, Zeus, I was like, I might go over and pick myself up one. A little bit too rich for my blood right now, Zeus. Damn. They got some nice looking knives over there. I have to say, I don't know if I would get, see, every one of their knives, they have small, medium, and large. And it's like their largest knife, fully open, is 9.5 inches, and then I believe the medium was like 8.5 inches, and then I think their small series knives are 7.5 inches. I don't even know which one you got, Christine. I didn't, whip it out and put a tape measure to it. But I was looking at one of the large ones, and then they offer, what is it, 6 or 7 different blade styles for each of their knives. So if you want to get the one with the dual blade and the dual blade like the one that Christine has, except for no serrations, you can do that. You can get the dual blade with the serrations. You can get a drop point. You can get the tanto. And I was going, that is bad. That is badass. But if I was actually to go the route, and I can see why Zeus did what he did, is if you're going to go that route, you want a knife that you can have as a defensive aid and that dual blade with the serrations is probably the best one that you could have for a personal defense. So I was thinking, yeah, it'd be cool to have the Tanto one, but the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what, Zeus was definitely onto something. If you're gonna want something that can possibly be, something you can reach in your pocket, you can have your hands on it, and if it turns out that there's no threat, then you just pull your hand out of your pocket. But if you have to, you're like click and you're ready to go. You don't have to worry about deploying it or anything. Because of the way that knife is, you know immediately when you got your hand on it, if you're holding it in the right direction and where the release is. And that particular blade style is definitely, I think, the best defensive one that they offer. Harmarsh, Eric, thank you for the laughs on Locked and Loaded and Here Today. And I could say, glad you enjoyed it. Very welcome. Rock on. I'm going to say, glad you enjoyed it. I actually was going to go with the other one, but once you by accidentally click on something, you can't go backwards. Harmarsh, either way, we already talked about this today, and I sort of apologize. It turned out to be a little bit more politics than, it wasn't in my direction. I completely, when I have someone on, like Travis as a guest, I want them to be able to talk about what they want to talk about. If they go, I'm not really sure, then it's a just shoot the shit thing, and whatever comes up, comes up. There was some laughs, there was some lighthearted stuff, there was some politics in there. Again, I apologize, but I don't apologize, because the fact is, most of you guys that would be listening to the show or listening to me are all like-minded thinkers and patriots, except for Jordan. Just kidding. And that one troll douchebag. But the thing is we're passionate because we care about this country. We care about our generation. We care about the next generation. I mean, I shake my head and go, I feel, in one hand, you're almost like, well, fuck them. They're the ones that seem to want to put themselves there. Oh, we embrace socialism. Yeah, you think it's all about sitting on your fucking lazy ass in your beanbag chair eating Cheetos, playing your goddamn Nintendo, you lazy fucks. But guess what? Eventually, and in every time it's been tried in history, socialism has failed. Why don't you wing out a little bit of communism? There you go. You can deal with some starvation, having zero rights at all. Heaven forbid you should think. If you try to voice yourself at all, you'll just get adiosed. That's a great lifestyle. No, I'm sorry. Our founding fathers had a fucking thing. They were all willing to die to make sure that those papers and our fight, and we got recognized for what it is, and it needs to stand. And I, like a lot of you, are willing to do anything to ensure that that happens. Amen to me. And I'm hanging with Mila today. I wanted to lighten her a little bit. After all, she is a supermodel. So I took the 60 round out of it, and I put one of these regular capacity ones on here. I was undecided, Jay, between rocking the T6 or going with your other really nasty ones. I'm not honestly sure, Jay, which one is the one that you would want to deal with any situation. You almost made it sound like the other ones were even more nasty than these. So, yep, we're just chilling today. The SIG is on my side, and Mila is in my hand. McLean, 5179. 3 wise men and 1 dummy who shot his pants on YouTube. Please advise. I don't even know what's wrong with you sometimes. McLean, Eric, are you a fan of the movie Blue Velvet? DFC, that's funny, ha ha, fucker. Or the Blue Oyster Bar. Being that I don't pre-read the comments unless they show up as an email, or I'm scanning through and go, oh hey, that's a good one. Blue Velvet. I think if you showed me 10 movies with no title, I could pick the movie poster for Blue Velvet, but off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you anything about it. Hey Google, who's in the movie Blue Velvet?
Blue Velvet has a cast of 33 actors. Here are the first 3: Isabella Rossellini, Kyle MacLachlan, and Laura Dern.
I'm getting a boner. What's a boner?
On the website kidshealth.org, they say, an erection is a hardening of the penis that occurs when sponge-like tissue inside the penis fills up with blood.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Sponge-like material. Oh. I actually knew that. Okay, so DFC said, or the Blue Oyster Bar. McLean said, do you like movies about gladiators? Zeus, Christine's reaction was great. Yeah, Zeus, Zeus had privied me with the pictures of said item months ago, and yeah, it was badass. I did not share any with her, and she literally had no idea other than the fact that it was coming from a knife company. So it sort of narrows it down. Now I noticed that they've got some pretty cool shit. They got some. I'm not sure if they had a lot of flippers. They had quite a few fixed blade knives over there, but yeah, those that's a pretty stealthy collection of out the enders. Maybe I can get her to give me back the one that Tardisius gave me, but I gave it to her because walking the block and a half from the employee parking lot to work at 5:40 in the morning, I wanted her to have something, and she was a little concerned about carrying her handgun into work because that is a instantaneous no-go for your employment. So I wanted her to have at least something. So she actually has the one that Tardisia sent me, but now, I don't know. This might turn into one of those things, Zeus, that she likes it so much that she just keeps it in its little pristine carrying case, and hopefully she uses it. Zeus, their saint, RBG went to Epstein. Oh, yeah, Roberts. Please, people. Please, especially you more liberal-thinking people out there that might actually hear me say this, is it a coincidence now that Chief Justice Roberts is now manipulating the Supreme Court because he is, now, I have no proof of this, but it seems to be extensive amount of literature going up on it, that he appears to be a never-Trumper. Our Supreme Court is basically part of the fraud, and you wonder why they refuse to see the Texas case? I'm sorry, I so believe exactly what was going forth from the people from Texas. Because of your fraud, your fraud, your fraud, and your fraud, you cost us our vote. Fuck yeah, I would be pissed off, and I am pissed off. Every state should turn around and sue those fucking 4 states for the fraud that went on there. Well, yeah, there's nothing to see here. So Odysseus, peanut butter belongs in cookies, but cowbell belongs everywhere. The quickie with Miss B is going down as we speak. Hey, let's pretend we're at NASCAR. Wade, Biden, hashtag not my pedophile. Iltenda, winter is coming in Minnesota and sucks. Iltenda, Trump 2020. Oh, this one hasn't been properly, well, maybe this one hasn't either. I don't want to be one of those guys that's walking around looking like a dork because his shit is, This is a nice hat. DFC 34. Blue Healer with 2 thumbs up. So I'm going to be attempting my very first sirloin roast in the pressure cooker, the Instapot, and I'm going to be making that for Christmas. Cobra. Blue Healer, took your advice. Casey's pineapple pepperoni pizza last night, and he gave it 2 thumbs up. I know there's some of you that just, trust me, why would I lie to you guys? I mean, I already told you, if you're looking for a big-ass power bank, I don't know, maybe you can do better. It seems kind of pricey. Looking for a really inexpensive flashlight, you're, I don't know. Maybe I'll drop it down the stairs or something, see if it keeps working. But, I won't steer you wrong because I don't have a lot of money, and I don't want someone to waste it for me, and I wouldn't waste it. I wouldn't waste your money. Pepperoni, pineapple. I mean, when you open the box, you can just hear angels sing. It's just... And I'm telling you, until I managed for a Domino's pizza and someone ordered it, of course we had the Hawaiian. It was ham, Canadian bacon, and pineapple. That was the thing. I tell you, ham and pineapple is got nothing on pepperoni and pineapple. Damn. I'd like to go to New York and get a New York style pizza made up that way. Then ask them to cut it into squares. Don't hit me. J-Dog, here at work. Blue Healer, I will have to check out DuckDuckGo. It's my friends, DuckDuckGo is just a search engine that allows you to not be tracked. Like right now, we're being listened to. Everything we say. Right there. It's kind of funny because of this angle, you see Joey sticking up just right there. Right, Joey? How you doing, Joey? There, let me, there. Yeah, Joey's happy. Hey Google, do you listen to my every conversation and report back to the deep state?
I'm designed to wait in standby until I'm activated, like when you say, "Hey Google, the status indicator on your device lets you know when I'm activated." When I'm in standby, I won't send what you're saying to Google or anyone else.
Swear to God. Hey Google, you're looking good.
Thanks for taking the time to chat with me. You make this job fun.
Oh really?
I'm not sure.
You were a moment ago. Smile money. The claim is voting machines switch votes. Then finally, they do an audit on machines in one county and they did not find that. They claim the machines forced errors. They claim there was a military raid in Germany where votes were manipulated and votes seized, yet no official confirmation. They claimed Georgia Governor Kemp was paid off by Dominion to buy, read more button, to buy machine and then crickets. The claim was this was a sting operation and all the ballots were secretly coded. Where did that go? Nowhere. Rudy doesn't give me confidence. Sidney Powell gave me hope, but I'm still waiting. I don't know if I really have anything to add to that, because every single time something comes out and I'm thinking, finally! Hello? Anything? Anybody? Where'd you go? Now, Smile Money, and again, I saw it on the internet. Actually, I think it was one of the news feeds that Mike sent me, Gillian, and they supposedly ran an equal number of Trump and Biden votes through one of the Dominion machines, and it came up considerably more votes for Biden. Now, again, I don't have proof of that right now either, but I know I saw it on the internet, so it's got to be true. Smile Money. Damn, how many ducks do you have running around in the basement that you just keep stepping on? Yeah, yesterday was like a gassy thing. Yeah. If you listen to Locked and Loaded, I guess. I mean, I'm just, I'm asking for a friend, but I heard that there might have been some shit going down over there, too. Smile Money. I once used to pop out the front like that knife. I have to go. I'll take the fifth. Blue Healer 260. Shoot me an email. Look in my About section. Blue Healer, I saw that when I was scanning through, and I didn't check. I could. But before we even went live, I sent you... Oh, yep, I got something back from Blue Healer. Hang on a second. This is more important than you guys. Just kidding. Okay. I will... What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blue Healer. Just to show confirmation that I just read some of the email that you just sent me. We have some years. Our last year sucked. I wouldn't say that last year was cold, but we got a shitload of snow, which is something that you said because you spent a little bit of time here in Minnesota. Now, the 2 years before that, so going 3 years back, we had 2 years in a row. I had 1 year that I never was it not last year, but the year before, I do not believe my snowblower ever came out of the garage. As of right now, it has not come out of the garage, which is a really good thing, because if you could see the patheticness known as the internal space of my garage, you'd be like going, hey Eric, can I borrow your snowblower? And I'd be like, sure, let me open the garage door for you. And you'd be like, you even have a snowblower? Yeah, it's in the garage. I don't see it. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Usually there's this little transition period between when it's really nice and then it gets really not nice, and then I swap things around. I get the lawnmower prepared for its sleepy time. I top off the gas tank with a nice heavy dose of seafoam gas, which not only preserves the gas, but it keeps everything nice and clean in the carburetor. Seafoam. If you've never heard me say this, if you put a can of seafoam in your gas tank every time you do an oil change, just using that as your intervals, every 3 to whatever 1,000 miles, every time you have an oil change done on your car, take a can of seafoam and put it in your gas tank. You will never, ever have a fuel delivery issue with your vehicle. And you can take that straight to the bank. Brad, ho. Heck yeah, that ho would be fun. EMT Railfan, can't speak for the Google product, but setting DuckDuckGo as my default browser is an option on my Apple product, as much as I know how much you love Apple.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you're fake news.
Maybe look into your settings or research settings as your default more. Yeah, well, okay. EMT Railfan, I don't want to sound like a bitter person right now, but I had some kind of a major update to the operating system on my my Fune last night, and today I noticed that when I went to text a few people, the little microphone's gone, which means voice to text is now adiosed itself. I consider myself pretty savvy when it comes to moving my way around in my phone. I'm usually the person that always has to tell people, hey, you know when you say, hey Eric, this is Jeremy, and right now I'm in my living room with my pants off, and I've got a big fucking bowl all stoked up, and I was thinking about you, you mother beep. And then on my phone it comes up with you mother, and then F, and then like star, because your phone is blocking your offensive words. I'm always the person that tells everyone, hey, this is an easy thing. You just go in and you fucking tell it to stop doing that. So when you say eat a dick asshole, it comes out eat a dick asshole and not a whole bunch of symbols. Yet today, I was almost to the point of having a basement pop through a Samsung Note 9 with a partially destroyed screen. Mysterious, I don't know how it happened. And at the very last minute, I did a search. I did what I normally do. I just went on Google and I said, update to my phone. I no longer have voice to text. And it said, well, do this. And I did that and nothing changed. And then it said, do this, and I did that, and nothing changed. And then it said, the phone said, do this, this, and this, but you'll have to restart the phone in order for the changes to take effect, which is bullshit, and I didn't want to believe it, but I did it, and it didn't work. And then, at the very last minute, I just did what Christine would do, and I just fucking did the sliders on everything, and the little microphone showed up in my texting again, so I can now... I can do that. And this whole again, I think I was already telling you guys, Okay, this is obviously not going to be one of the things in killing it. When I hit my browser button, I have gotten rid of everything to do with Google, yet when I hit my browser button, all I get is Google. But when I hit the Go Home button, it goes to DuckDuckGo. And under my browser settings, for you smart people that are about to say what you need to do, Eric, if you look, I have homepage is set to DuckDuckGo, and my search engine is set to DuckDuckGo, yet I get that. Fuck you, you bitch. Not you. You're doing okay. I'm talking about the puck right in front of Joey. Did I read all your thing, or did I just have a tantrum in there? Maybe look into your settings, research the default, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what Google products are proprietary assholes with installing add-ons and whatnot, so making it a default may not be an option for you. Yeah, I should get an Apple. No. Hops. Steve, use those pepper paste yet? Yes, Steve, I have. Christine has not. I use the yellow habanero paste in my sautéed mushrooms that you guys saw me. Well, the ones I did down here, I did not have the paste. If I would have thought about it, Steve, I would have been able to show off the paste that you sent. Sorry. But my last 2 batches of my mushrooms have been, I suppose a tablespoon. A tablespoon covered in the habanero, and it gave it a nice little zest and a little bit of a flavor. But yeah, I need to work my way through the rest of them. Now, Christine may or may not actually use them on something. I have no idea. You know, she doesn't gravitate automatically towards putting fire on everything like I do, but she's not against it. Those spicy buffalo wings that Zeus sent, she had 2 of them, and she goes, I must be hanging around with you too much because this really doesn't seem hot at all. And I said, in all fairness, if I knew someone didn't like any zest at all, I'd tell them not to get it. It had a little bit of kick to it, so. Sharky, that's a really nice OTF knife. And Slimer Green. Actually, it was Tiffany Blue. They offer it in Slimer Green. I thought to piss her off, I'd get the one in Slimer Green. But they have 12 pages of knives at their site. If you seriously want to look for some decent stuff, go over and check them out. Epic reaction from Chris. She, it's... Oh, Sharky, I can see the little screenshot. The lighting down here definitely didn't do it any justice. It honestly does. Here's what it looks like. It looks like it's the same color as the bag for the Select Club apple, but it was actually Tiffany blue. It's Tiffany blue. I don't. Well, I guess I do have something Tiffany blue. The cap to the beacon point. It's this color. Sharky was busy cooking today. Another one of my family. So help me God, if I'm older than you, so I'm the one that'll I'll leave this plane before you. If we do not get an opportunity to hang out together and explore Second Amendment stuff and cook and drink, I will be a very unhappy person. Same goes for you, Harmarsh. I hate the fact that some of the people that I talk to on a daily basis are all so far away. Clyde, Wade, my brothers. But the way things are going, we might be getting together sooner than later, but we're going to be doing questionable activities. Steve again. Sell the JP, pay off the pilot, and buy 4 AR-10s that are just as good. Or don't, and shoot those fools from 500 yards. I know. See, my JP is kind of like my career as certifying brand new prostitutes. It really sounds like the thing I really want to do, but it just never seems to materialize. How many do we got left? Oh wow, we are in striking distance. We are in striking distance of the end. Brad Thomas, and I know for a fact that this was attempt number 3. Hashtag Biden is not my president. Because he put up all the times that he got deleted by YouTube on the deplorables. Gunwild, yes, pineapple belongs on pizza. You're a commie if you don't agree. Gunwild, thank you. Gunwild, you sucked the foam off of that beer like you knew what you were doing. Gunwild. Should see me with a bumper for a 57 Chevy. Brad with the last comments. Old Shenanigan Joe slipped on an egg roll and broke his foot. Hashtag China Joe must go. And, oh, sorry, the actual last comment. Market Zero. Star Trek Continues is surprisingly good. Thank you for the heads up. And I can say, you bet, it really is, no problem. I'm going with it. It really is. Again, I might be. Yeah, shit. I might be done with this a little bit ahead of her, and I might watch. I believe I have 1 episode left. I might have 2. I'm hoping I have 2, but then I'm actually gonna go through and watch all the have you guys watched the blooper ones? Oh my god. That yeah, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that once again one party is so busy wanting to sue, and they're worried that somebody else is going to take their shit, that they have to do whatever they can to make sure that this doesn't happen. CBS, you can take fucking Discovery, and I have not watched an episode of Picard, so I really shouldn't comment here, but everything that I have heard, you can shove Discovery and Picard up your fucking ass. Let Star Trek Continues do what they fucking want, you greedy cunts. Well, what, you didn't make $1 trillion, so you... whatever. Yeah, it's disappointing to hear that when I watched the last episode, it's the last episode. That's really too bad. Okay, so Market Zero, thank you. Jeremy's Got Talent. And what is Jeremy doing to that pussy? We should all be concerned right now, really. I was about to pass judgment on which of the two of them I think that looks more like, but I'll just be kind and... Okay, Oliphant Brewing, Jeremy's Got Talent. 10% stout, an imperial stout brewed with banana and vanilla wafers. Where are you out of, Elephant? They are Somerset, Wisconsin. I thought the water tasted bad. Where am I going to put this on the E scale? God, I tell you what, that banana kind of gives it a little bit of a funkiness. I'm not. And this is somewhat the creation, like Joey said. You need to go get the banana beer, the one that Matt Reisner, Rise Arms, sent me, along with the was it the Samuel Smiths or the double, the double chocolate, and mix the two of them together. This is honestly, Joey, maybe I should save one of these and put a care package together for you. Unless you can get this there, then we can all skip the whole shipping thing. But let me know. This is a little bit like that. You are getting the banana and you're getting the chocolate. And I'm getting more of that than this whole wafer thing. But still, that banana adds a little bit of a funkiness. But it's not terrible. And it's 10%, so it's got that going for it. So it's kind of funny. The only reason that I even purchased this is because of Pre-Dawn Death and the Jeremys. When we have the shoot, it's just, it's not Dead Winter and it's not Pre-Dawn. It's the Jeremys. So that's the only reason that I even purchased this. Seriously, until I opened it and poured it, I didn't even know what it was. It's not hideous, but I have to honestly say I'd probably give it a 7.5. Lord knows what real beer experts think of it. Let's click and go to the club. 3 people, 3 comments. Gunwild. Cheers 200 Edder, Sunny Slopers, Final Missioners. Thank you, Gunwild. Zeus. Hashtag Buck Fittin. And Cobra. Cheers 200 Ed Clippers. And that was, let's see, we got 1 hour ago, 46 minutes ago, and 45 minutes ago. Okay, guys. Cheers. I don't know. I'm not gonna waste my time self-promoting. If you're interested in this stuff, let me know, and I can put a link in tomorrow or whatever. And again, I'll permanently moving forward, I'll have a link for the Patreon. If you're interested, you're interested. If you're not, you're not. I get it. I will admit I am still I support 2 YouTubers, and one of them is Mr. Holster, and I will continue supporting Mrs. Holster as long as it's a possibility. So, okay, see you tomorrow with more than likely with Matt. Prepare yourself. Y'all might want to start drinking right now. Cheers.